Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm super excited because y'all, today is Sunday morning. Hallelujah, hallelujah, in the words of Shangela. Speaking of Shangela, you guys, Shangela made it to like the top. I think it was like 4 or 3 on Dancing with the Stars. I know I'm a little bit old when it comes to that news. But shout out to my girl Shangela for really bringing it. Okay, bringing it. I believe she was the first drag queen ever to grace our presence on Dancing with the Stars. So shout out to her. I was sent something a couple of weeks ago about Tyra Banks being a menace to society behind the scenes on set of Dancing with the Stars, and I was just like, okay. First off, they have been trying to cancel Tyra Banks for 5 years now, consistently, incessantly, persistently. Y'all have been trying to cancel Tyra every 2 months for the past 5 years because y'all been taking clips from America's Next Top Model. And I think we can all agree that America's Next Top Model was problematic and toxic. And instead of asking Eva Marcille or whatever the hell her last name is about Portia and Dennis, and somebody tried to get me together and said, well, if you did your research, her man was friends with Dennis before she was friends with Portia. And I was like, well, I don't really give a shit. Okay, let me stop. But no, hold on, because I feel like this. Okay. Yeah, instead of asking Eva about Portia, you should have asked Eva about Tyra Banks and her toxicity. But listen, they say Tyra Banks is a menace to society behind the scenes. She's a diva. She don't know how to pronounce nobody's name. She be going back and forth with the judges, child. And I'm just like, y'all have tried to cancel Tyra now. Again, like I said, for the past 5 years, every 2 months, y'all try to bring up clips like, oh my God, they let Tyra Banks do this. And I'm like, let it go. We know that the show was trash. We know that the show brought out the worst in society. But you know what? The show was it was the spawn of the fashion industry and the modeling system as a whole. Like, why are we acting like the fashion industry and modeling isn't sizist? Is that a word? Sizist? I don't know if that's a word, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, it discriminates against bigger folks. I mean, it is what it is. The fashion industry discriminates. The modeling industry discriminates against shorter people. The modeling industry discriminates against blacker folks. The modeling industry perpetuates these toxic behaviors, that is eating disorders and like that. Okay, so we know that. So let's, what we really need to be, instead of tearing down a black woman that is Tyra Banks, we really need to be tearing down the modeling industry. Tyra Banks is nothing but a product of the modeling and fashion industry. The fashion industry is toxic. Let's address that, which I feel like we have addressed it. And has it gotten better? I don't know. Iman just came out with a documentary talking about wasn't no black models back in 2015. And I was like, that was like 2 days ago. Y'all better come up here and get one of these. It's a chicken salad. No, it's an outfit from Nova Men and Fashion Nova. Shout out to Nova Men for sponsoring today's video and providing today's outfit. I'm super excited because today I have on a jacket. All right, a shirt and a jacket. And I want to just go ahead and give y'all some styling tips. Listen, okay, I'm not saying that I'm the most fashionable person, but I'm just trying to let y'all know that, listen, I can put together a 2-piece set. So imagine this. You're wearing your hoodie. It's Christmas morning. You got your hoodie on and you got your sweatpants on, and you need to leave the house to go to Publix or Kroger's. And you realize, oh my God, it's Christmas morning. It's cold as hell. Wait, did a grocery store be open on Christmas morning? Okay, so let's just imagine it's Christmas Eve. Okay, Christmas Eve, 6 p.m. And you got on your hoodie and your sweatpants or your bralette and your leggings, like how Sheree be wearing her clothes. And you need to just put on a real quick little cute jacket or coat so that you're not freezing outside. It's like 40, 45, 50 degrees outside. That's when this come in handy. Okay, the shirt, jacket, the shacket. Today, mine's is it's plaid, it's tan, it's brown, it's green, it's all of that stuff. I decided to pair it with a nice, simple black t-shirt and, of course, some basic essential cargo pants. You can scrunch them at the bottom, but I didn't want my ankles to suffocate today, So I let them be. And then I also paired it with some Chelsea boots because y'all know in Atlanta, child, it is getting nippy. It is nippy and it is chilly. And I don't have time to be out in the cold looking ashy and crusty and dry. You go in there, you looking cute. You like, what do I wear? You put this on, okay? This is what you put on when you just got to leave the house real quick, period. Listen, have I ever steered y'all wrong? If you take my advice, I guarantee you'll be on New York Times 93 most stylish folks of the next year, 2023, just like Sheree. I swear to God. Okay? So shout out to Fashion Nova and Nova Man. I appreciate them so much. Click the links in my description box to shop the look. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all, Kandi Burruss Tucker recently had an event. And y'all, it was cute. It was peach themed. Everybody was in their orange. Everybody was in their pink, peach colors. And it was in celebration of Kandi Burruss Tucker's 10-year anniversary for Bedroom Candy. Hey, Kandi said, y'all better come up here and get one of these. It's a vibrator. But yeah, she had an event for her vibrator, 10-year anniversary for the vibrators and the dildos and whatnot, and like the flogging. Is that what you call it? A flogger, and like the harnesses and the leather and stuff like that. Like, listen. Shout out to the RHOA T on Twitter because y'all, they be having all the up-to-date, day-to-day tidbits when it comes to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I really do appreciate them. Links will be down below for their Twitter page. Go ahead and give them a follow. They posted this picture, right, from Freddie O. And they kind of broke it down for us. So you can see Kenya and Cynthia are enjoying each other. Okay. Now I'm going to break it down for y'all even further. I don't know if y'all caught this, but if you go back a couple of months ago, I think last year, Turks and Caicos, the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Remember when Kenya and Cynthia kind of was like going their separate ways and they weren't really seeing it for each other? And, Kenya was trying to kiss the ass of Melissa Gorga and all the rest of the white women, Kyle Richards and them, and Turks and Caicos, and Cynthia was standing 10 toes down, Atlanta being black, standing up for the black community amongst women. I don't know if y'all caught this, but at BravoCon, Kenya Moore Haircare was asked about Cynthia Bailey's divorce from Mike Hill. And Kenya basically alluded to the fact that her marriage, Cynthia's marriage to Mike Hill, was a contributing factor as to why they were no longer like this. Okay? How Phaedra say they real close. And then they went like this. Basically, I don't know. No one caught that. No blog picked that up. Why didn't the blogs pick that up? Just like how the blogs didn't really pick up, Wendy and Mia having a great old time in, Mexico or something like that. Like, none of the blogs picked that up. None of the blogs picked that up until Reddit did. None of the blogs picked up the fact that Kenya said that her marriage, Cynthia's marriage to Mike Hill, was a fracture in their best friendship. No one picked that up, and we're not asking the questions as to why. Why is it? What was it about? Was Cynthia unhappy in her marriage? And was her unhappiness, what's the word? Was it contagious, Kenya? Was it rubbing off on you? Because you're already going through a divorce and you want to date again and you want to zip it and zoo it and you want to do the most? I'm just saying. We got to figure out what the hell's going on. But y'all, Cynthia's back, child. Now, Marlo was also seen having a really, 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 really deep conversation with Drew Sidora's husband, Ralph Pittman. And we don't know why. I don't know why. Now, we can try to weave and piece the pieces of the puzzle together. We do know that last year, Marlo Hampton, took a little jab at Ralph Pittman. She wanted to be confrontational in Jamaica by basically saying that she thought it was wrong that Ralph Pittman was like no longer, adopting Josiah, which I just kind of feel like, now listen, and this is just my opinion, don't drag the messenger. I feel like that's an insurance policy for Drew Sidora's child. Okay, I said it. Don't fight me. I really do. Cause why? Why can't he just be the best step parent that he can be? Excuse me. Why can't Ralph Pittman be the best step parent? I don't understand. Why does he have to? I don't get it. It's an insurance policy for the child. Allegedly. And I hate to talk about people's children, but you put it out on the storyline. You put it out for a storyline. So that's my opinion. You want that man to adopt that child just in case you and Ralph break up. That way you can get child support for that child too. That way that man is legally, you know, obligated to financially take care of the child. Those adoption papers is an insurance policy in case your marriage goes into ruins. Which, you know what, Drew Story, get your money, because the marriage don't look like it's too foundational. Unless this is all made up for a storyline. They say Drew Sidor be making up storylines, but listen, that's a different conversation for a different day. Now, because he decided to step down from his adoption duties, child. Okay, you have Marlo going back and forth with him. Now you see, just last night, Marlo is having like this real serious, deep conversation with Drew's man, Ralph. Marlo, why are you wearing orange and not peach? Now, Marlo had her own peach party. So did Candy copy Marlo? I mean, I'm just saying. And then, wait a minute. Do we have a Portia, Simon, Fallon, Jalen situation? Why does it look so intimate? Now, notice how they're real far apart because they in public. Now, listen, I don't mean to be too messy, but listen, this is what I say. I don't mean to be too messy. They're real far apart, but those hands are like, her hand is gripped onto his hand, and it seems very intimate, and they're looking into each other's eyes, and it's almost like, now what in the hell do y'all got going on? Well, at least he got his wedding band on, child. Okay, Marlo saw that photo where Drew Sidor's head was covering Ralph Pittman's private parts, and she said, let me go up there and get one of these. Okay. All right, so all of the ladies are gathered around. Now I hear Courtney is making a splash. I hear Courtney is really trying to get her a peach. Okay, it's between Courtney and Monietta. And listen, we may even have 8 peach holders. We got Marlo, Drew, Kenya, Candy, Sonia, Sheree, Kenya, Monietta, Courtney. Now Kenya, there's a reason why New York Times, now listen, I was questioning why in the hell was Sheree a part of New York Times 93 Most Stylish People, but I guess I kind of understand it because her fashion line was a big topic of discussion amongst reality TV fans and beyond, you know, those fans. But there's a clear reason why you ain't make the list. This outfit is horrible, and I feel like her fashions and her styles has gone way down. I don't think Kenya was ever like the most fashionable person, but she's always been a very beautiful person. She kind of reminds me of Giselle. It's like, you're gorgeous, so you don't have to try too hard. So therefore the fashions suffer, which is fine. You know, not everyone can be a Marlo. But like, these shoes are just horrible. Then you have Monietta in this photo. Now, I hear Monietta's also making a splash. I hear Monietta. Now, Monietta, that's a red dress. That's not peach. That's not even orange. That's red. So, Monietta, you failed in the fashion department tonight. Okay, Monietta always misses the mark when it comes to a themed party. This woman came to a tea party in some jeans and a leather jacket. And I was like, see, this is why Real Housewives, this is why Potomac is the current supreme. Because at the very least, you can't even get the ladies to stay on theme. Monietta, why are you wearing a red dress? Why are you wearing, what is this, honey? I hear that Monietta has gotten into several arguments with your good sis, Miss Marlo Hampton. Okay, now it might be fake. Now listen, Marlo follows Monietta. We already went over this. Monietta does not follow Marlo. So that's the situation. But we also saw on Monietta's Instagram page that she was canoodling with Marlo and they seemed friendly. So it can't be too bad. And then, you have Drew Sidora and Latoya Ali. Not only did Cynthia Bailey return to the show, but Latoya Ali returned too. Is Latoya Ali going to get a cameo? What is going on? What is happening? All right, so that's that. They look really, really gorgeous. All of the ladies look beautiful. Shout out to the cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're killing it. Child, they bringing back all of the reinforcements except for Portia, Nene, and Phaedra, the Holy Trinity. What the hell is going on? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the upcoming season 15 in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.